Hey guys, it's Billy. How's everybody doing today? Coming at you with another Japanese haul, and this is one that was a little bit in the making. I mean, it took me a while to acquire all these, put them together, but they just showed up on Friday. I was able to take some time. I had a little bit of work that I had to get caught up on, early this week, I had some time to go through everything, enter them in Discogs, clean them, sleeve them, get it all ready to go, and I wanted to show them off before I put them into the collection. So let's jump right into it. I know I get so many comments and so much feedback on these Japanese vinyl videos that I do. First, I have to give a huge shout out to my buddies Mitch Wood and Brandon, Mr. Hall of Fame, for really lighting that fire, igniting that spark inside of me for these Japanese pressings. It's just something that I've really taken a liking to over the last 6 months or year, probably the last year. And my collection has grown leaps and bounds, and I feel the quality of my collection has gotten so much better. Not that my collection was ever lacking, I don't want you guys to think that, but definitely the quality has become just that much higher by adding these great Japanese titles to it. So as always, like I said, guys, I appreciate the comments, the love. You guys seem to always love these, so I wanted to get this one made before I headed off, because you guys want to see it. So first, I don't show too many Japanese pressings. I don't buy too many Japanese pressings that are not complete or in the utmost top-notch condition. But this was one that I could not pass up. When I say utmost top-notch condition and complete, I mean with Obi, with all the inserts and things like that. Obviously, I'm not going to buy a record that's banged up or beat up, cover or the record's beat up. It doesn't matter what kind of pressing it is. I listen to my records, and I want people, the next generation, whoever gets these records, when it's time for me to pass on, I want them to be able to listen to them as well. So what we have here is an original Philips. This is the SFX 7266, first pressing of Black Sabbath, Paranoid. This thing is a beauty, and I mean it, just an absolute beauty. I mean, you guys can see it is near mint. It is as clean, the record is as clean as this jacket is. It's unbelievable, like it was just printed yesterday. Just a gorgeous copy. Unfortunately, no Obi strip. No Obi. I catch myself saying Obi strip, and I'm going to get better. It's going to be just, there's no Obi. I'm hoping to find one. Maybe I can Frankenstein one down the road, but either way, this is in the collection, and I'm glad to have it. I could not pass it up for the price that it was offered to me at. I mean, I got this thing at half of what they're going for, and maybe even less than half of what they're going for on Discogs or eBay. It was just something that I felt like I just had to have. So glad to add that. A nice OG Sabbath Paranoid to the collection. Because finding originals, even in Japanese pressings, are really hard. Nice clean ones with Obis and everything else. Speaking of very clean Japanese originals, here is volume 4, complete, near mint, just gorgeous copy. This is probably one that I was the most stoked over in the last video I showed you the Metallica here, the Ride the Lightning. That was the number one in that box. This is the number one in this box, at least for me. There's some great stuff in here, but this one I was floored by, and this is on the Vertigo Swirl label. I should have pulled it out to show it to you, but I've got a couple pulled out to show you. Gorgeous. So glad to have that one. That's a nice OG. Another very nice OG, Sabotage. This is on the Vertigo spaceship logo, but this is actually, I'm going to show you guys this one because it's very, very cool. I hate that sound. I apologize. I should have had this taken out prior to, like I did the others, but I want to show you guys this. So of course, here's your Japanese insert you know, with all the credits, lyrics. So English lyrics, Japanese credits. But this is what I wanted to show you guys. White label promo. There you go. Yeah, it's hard to make out there, but there you go. Just trying to be real careful with it. Put it back in the sleeve. So I was stoked. I don't search out. I don't actively search out or pursue white label promos. This one just kind of fell into my lap, and I popped on it. The price was right. It's gorgeous. It's a beautiful, beautiful copy. The vinyl, as you guys saw, is just spectacular. And there's the jacket. Just a great, great copy. Glad to add that one to the collection. And then I'm becoming a really, really huge Bruce Springsteen fan. I'd say over the last 5 years, I didn't like him, you know, I didn't think I liked him previously. I never gave him the chance, if the truth be told. I love this. This was the first album that, it was probably this one and Born to Run, probably about the same time. But this was probably the first album that I listened to. Born to Run was, I'm not going to lie, Born to Run was the first album I fell in love with. This was the second Springsteen album I fell in love with. Very nice copy of that one. Darkness on the Edge of Town. Quiet Riot. Metal Health. Still in Shrink. With the top obi. Very nice. I love these guys. This record is such a classic, especially to people my age. You know, this record was kind of the cornerstone to your rock and roll or metal. I mean, if you're like me and my age, so I would have been, was it 83 when this came out? Yeah, 1983. I'm 9 years old. This is my introduction to heavy metal, basically. I mean, prior to that, I was listening to Billy Joel and Elton John and Creedence Clearwater Revival, Jim Croce, Elvis, the Beach Boys, Bob Seger, Lynyrd Skynyrd. Then I heard this. You know, I mean, obviously I am familiar now that, you know, yes, Judas Priest was out, AC/DC was out, but I wasn't into that stuff. My parents weren't into that stuff, and they certainly weren't into this. But as a kind of an easily influenced 9-year-old, you know, you listen to the radio, this comes on the radio, and you're like, what in the world is that? So I instantly went out and got the cassette and fell in love. Absolutely love this record. Glad to have a nice copy of that. So there's the long drawn out version of why I love that. Why I love this band. You know, this was Condition Critical, the follow up to that record. So now my Quiet Riot Japanese pressings are complete. I have 1, 2, Metal Health, Condition Critical, 3, and I think that's it. I believe that's everything that they pressed in Japan. So glad to have that complete. This was another one I was super stoked to get, an OG, beautiful copy of Megadeth, Peace Sells. I love this obi. I love the way it lines up perfectly with the half the M in Megadeth. I just love the color coordination with it. There's something special about these. I told you guys in the last video, I definitely have a love affair with these Japanese pressings. And this Megadeth is my favorite metal band. I mean, you're talking Megadeth, Metallica, Pantera. Those are my big three. You know, say what you will, but those are my big three. And Megadeth, great album. Glad to have that. So, you know, I'm thinking they made that one, and so it's Peace Sells and So Far So Good were original releases in Japan. And then Killing Is My Business was a 2018, or I think a 2018 reissue. But I've been told by Mitch and other sources that to double check that vinyl may not have been cut or pressed in Japan. It may have been imported from Europe. so I need to check on that before I just get it because it's a Japanese pressing. So it's if it's the same as the European or the American import with just an obi strip or an obi. See, I caught myself again with just an obi on there. I'm not going to waste my time or my money. So if you guys know anything about that, let me know. That is the Killing Is My Business 2018 Japanese reissue. So this is Scorpions, Love at First Sting. So I'm a casual Scorpions fan. I like a lot of their stuff, but I'm not diehard. I'm definitely not going to get everything. I think Mitch and I were talking. I'm going to be perfectly content with Love at First Sting, Animal Magnetism. Gosh, now I'm on the spot. The one with the with the forks ripping the guy's eyeballs out. I can't even think right now. So I'm good with like 3 or 4, and maybe what was it, Love Drive? That'd probably be good. I would be really good, and maybe if they had a hits compilation, I'm not sure. But glad to add this. This is such a great record with. Gosh, this has what, Big City Nights, Rock You Like a Hurricane. I don't know if Still Loving You is on this one or not. There were 3 or 4 monster hits on this record. Really, really great album. So here's one I left out of the packaging for you, just to show how beautiful it is. It's Ozzy first pressing of Bark at the Moon. Not just to show you how beautiful it was, but I wanted to show you all the cool stuff inside. So one thing I was kind of slightly disappointed with was the way the obi, see I didn't say obi strip there, the way the obi doesn't really line up on the lettering here. And I was like, well, maybe they just did, because Japanese quality control is usually through the roof. They're spot on. And I thought, well, maybe somebody was having a bad day and they just didn't line this up. But after further research, I see that they're all like that. I don't know, they just felt they couldn't get it to line up with this text at the top or what, but I'm not going to worry about it because all of them appear to be like that. Everything I've seen online, everything on Discogs, everything on eBay, they all look the same way. So I'm not too concerned there, but it's such a beautiful copy. I wanted to show you guys all the greatness that is this release. Get it out of here. There we go. Make sure we've got everything out. All right, so there we go. So first and foremost, here is the record. Just, on the standard CBS Sony yellow and red label there. And then we have this insert. It's the fold-out insert with the band. So, get over here. So Mitch had informed me that anytime they have these, that is like what the, say the US inner sleeve would be like. And then here are your Japanese credits and lyrics, I believe, on this side. No, lyrics will be on the back. So this is all Japanese credits. Maybe they have the lyrics in Japanese writing over here. I don't know. I don't read Japanese, so but I thought that was kind of interesting and cool. Also very interesting and cool is this, the way this, if anytime something comes, at least the 2 or 3 that I've got that come with a 7-inch bonus, it comes with this insert. So you're not just having the 7-inch inside and kind of rubbing up, causing ring wear or anything. So this is a die cut filler or backing board that the 7-inch just sets inside. So it's kind of cool. And this 7-inch is, what do we have? You Said It All. And Suicide Solution. So there you have it. It's a 45 RPM 7-inch. I love the packaging. It's very, very cool. But most of all, what I love is I guess they're temporary tattoos, I guess, maybe. Um, at least that's what they look like. The tattoos are stickers, but I think they're temporary tattoos, because these are tattoos that Ozzy has. So there you go. That, the skull, the dragon. Nice. Very cool to have that complete. I just wanted you guys to see everything that was inside. That's one thing that really attracts me to the Japanese pressings is not only the obi, but all the cool stuff that you get inside. Here's another one. I can already tell this is going to be a long video, so I hope you guys tune in, because there's some great stuff. I hope you guys stay with me. Motley Crue, Theater of Pain. So that leaves me with only needing Girls, 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 I believe, to complete my Motley Crue collection. I think Mitch will correct me, because if I'm wrong, he'll correct me, because he is a much bigger Crue guy than I am, and he has a killer Motley Crue collection. Make sure I got everything out of there. Yep. So first off, there's the record. No need in taking it out, you guys. You guys can tell. There we go. There's the record, and then we have a Japanese insert. This is just going to be credits, blank back. Full color insert, which, like Mitch said, this would be what we would have as the original inner sleeve, but this is just a 12-inch paper two-sided insert with the lyrics on one side, full color band photo on the other. There is like a 6x9 info card mailer. Let's see if you guys can see that. I hope you can. There you go. And I guess, you fill out something. You could get a poster from Warner Brothers or something. Kind of cool. And then lastly, this is I think they call this the Hard Rock Quiz insert, paper insert. So there's the front, the back, a little bit of discoloration here, but that's okay. And then the inside, I'll be careful with it here. Here's the inside. It has a little 7-inch flexi disc with some questions, a little questionnaire, and it's all in Japanese writing. And you fill out and send it back in, I guess. But it's nice to know that all this stuff is in there. Like I said, I try and get these as complete as possible. So I wanted to show you guys all that cool stuff. This is a killer. I said earlier that the Sabbath Volume 4 was the crown jewel of this lot. I may have been wrong. I may have misspoken on that, because this guy here, those of you that know, don't want anything to fall out. So I pulled it out to show you. Kiss Originals 2. Just an absolutely gorgeous. This is, as you guys know, is a Japanese only release. Beautiful back here. Contains the 3 albums, Destroyer, Rock and Roll Over, and Love Gun. But the cool, really, really cool thing about this is, of course, I'll show you the inner sleeves. Just like the American counterpart, you've got, I love the colors that they used on these inner sleeves. So Destroyer, Rock and Roll Over, and Love Gun. And then, of course, the records. There's no need to take them out. They're just gorgeous. Pretty much look similar to the American record, but there's, one record for each of those. So you get, the 3 LPs in there. Also, you get the Kiss, was it the Evolution of Kiss booklet, same as what came in the American and other releases. This is a new one, Originals 2, another booklet with new pictures inside. Big full color poster there. This is your 4-page or 6-page one, two. Anyway, it's a big black and white insert with all the lyrics and credits for the albums. And then probably the coolest thing is the original masks. How cool is that? So Ace Frehley, you know, very, very minor discoloration on these, but these things are so nice. Just beautiful. The Gene Simmons has a couple spots on it, but look at how great those are. There's Peter Criss, Paul Stanley. I don't know why they didn't make him blue. You know, who knows? And then there's Gene. So the Gene has just a couple discoloration spots on it, but man, it's still beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. These things have never been cut out or punched. You don't find these very often complete. So I hated that I had to spend that much time showing you guys that, but I know those of you that love seeing that kind of stuff will enjoy it. So I'm happy to have that added to the collection. Let's move right along here. Sticking with Kiss, 1978 solo release of Paul Stanley. This has poster and things like that. Nice big jumbo poster in it. Obi. And then, pretty well got a great kickstart on my Led Zeppelin collection. So this is a very nice, not an original, but I think this is, gosh, I should have put, again, I need to put a sticker on these so I know. This is, I believe, a third pressing of Zeppelin 1. Has a nice poster on the inside. Really, really cool poster as well. This one, Zeppelin 2, this is from 1976. I believe this is a third pressing of my favorite Zeppelin record. To be honest with you, I spun it. It doesn't sound that great. It's got a little bit of clipping and distortion in the bass, but it's still a nice record to have. It's in beautiful condition. Again, it has a poster inside as well. Zeppelin 3. This one, this is the 70s. I believe this is the 76 issue as well. Most of these that I got were from the 76 series. Very nice. Zeppelin 4. A beautiful copy of Houses of the Holy with the both Obies and you know, the original inner and insert as well. Just beautiful copy there. This is a nice OG of the soundtrack. The song remains the same. Really like the yellow Obi there. And then lastly, a killer original In Through the Outdoor with the bag. It's kind of cool. I'll go ahead and show you guys this one since we've already ran just a little bit over where I wanted to run. But let's, as you can see, here's the. This is the, I think this version E. You know, the variation. You know, you got like 6 different covers there. It does also include the original jacket, you know, non-activated color jacket, which was nice. Glad to really have all these. So that still leaves me with needing what? Coda, Presence, and Physical Graffiti. Those 3. So I need to get those, and then my Zeppelin Japanese collection will be complete. But guys, we're at 24 minutes. Again, I hated to ramble on, but I felt that those things needed to be shown. The Kiss, the Ozzy, and the Crue, so you guys can get a feel. And now, not all Japanese releases have really cool stuff like those, but when they have cool stuff like that inside, I feel it's nice to show it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoy all the videos. This might be it for me for a while because I'm going to be off to work and I won't be back until sometime at the end of March. But I've got a lot of stops planned between here and there. Gonna head down to Jupiter next week, early next week, and I plan on seeing a handful of you guys next week before I start work, and hopefully we can do some digging, grab some lunch or some dinner, and just shoot the breeze and enjoy each other's company. So, guys, look forward to meeting those of you that I'm going to have an opportunity to meet, and get to do some digging. And I hope you guys have a great time. And when I get back, I'll hopefully have some really cool vinyl and some great stories to share with you. So, guys, thanks as always for tuning in. Take care, guys. Until next time, peace.